What's up guys, my name is Dychronic here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the Xur for October 26, 2018. You can find him here in his usual spot on Earth. Again, he's not on the map anymore since Forsaken, so you just have to find him through something like one of these videos. So just go ahead and teleport to this location here in the Winding Cove and make your way up this mountain. It's not that difficult. You'll most likely see him and all these people crowded around him once you get up here. And as far as inventory today, we still do not have any Forsaken items. Actually, it's kind of a running joke at this point of how long can he go without selling any Forsaken items. And I feel like eventually, maybe the next DLC, but eventually he's got to start selling them, right? There's no way they're just gonna remove it forever. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the first one, which is gonna be the weapon known as Telesto, a Destiny 1 exotic that came out in Curse of Osiris. That was actually really fun to use. Has been always great in PvP, always great in PvE, and Forsaken fusion rifles took a huge nosedive and it's just been kind of really terrible. But they're going to be upgrading it with 15% more damage for all fusion rifles in PvE, so we're definitely going to have some more stuff on it. As far as this weapon goes, you shoot projectiles and it attaches to something and then it detonates with a delayed void blast. Basically, somewhat of a proximity bomb. You shoot, you have infinite range with it. It is actually one of the best weapons in PvP, actually my #1 special ammo weapon in PvP, so it's definitely going to be something you should consider because it's really nice. As for the Catalyst, real quick, Catalyst makes the magazine go from 4 to 7, and I think that's all that it does. Next up is going to be the Axiom War Rig chest armor for the Titan. Came out with the game, basically steadily reloads a portion of your equipped auto rifle's magazine from reserves. It's basically you just keep firing auto rifle and it just keeps on coming. This works very nicely with Sweet Business or any auto rifle you want. Basically just extends the clip, just keeps on giving you ammo directly in your clip without having to reload. It is very nice if you have an auto rifle that fires a little too fast or the magazine needs a little bit more on it. But this particular role, as far as this exotic goes, is actually really terrible, considering you want this to be an armor piece that helps you out with auto rifles, or at very least something to do with auto rifles. Especially with the trace rifle perks and stuff and upgrades coming soon, you definitely want to have something like this with an auto rifle perk, and this one's just really not that good. Next up, we have Sealed Ahum Grass, basically one of those Warmind exotics for the hunter that's really not that good, to be honest. It's really not that awe-inspiring, you know? Dealing melee damage reloads your current equipped weapon. That's basically like Grave Robber on a weapon, but Grave Robber on a weapon has never really been that useful. Most likely, auto-loading holster is something that you're gonna use more often than Grave Robber, something that's more useful because you can just put it in your back pocket and it loads for you, or something like Slide Shot to reload for you. There's so many more reload perk that are more useful that I just really don't get the point of this. Honestly, this is one of those exotics that needs a buff because it is just not good enough. I think maybe if it did something interesting, like maybe over-reloading your magazine to have you even a bigger clip, maybe certain weapons, that would be really cool. Maybe get like 4 shots in a Whisper magazine or something like that. I think that making it interesting instead of just making it do that something that like a single perk on a weapon does as an exotic is just not good enough. As far as a role goes, getting faster reloads kind of goes counter to this, you know, this item. You have to melee to get your reloads, so this is kind of useless. Getting these two with these Shotgun Scavenger and Heavy Ammo is actually one of the best things you can have. Shotgun Scavenger is really nice, and Heavy Ammo Finder is going to get buffed soon, so this side is really good, this middle side is not very good, and this exotic is just not very good. And lastly, Claws of Ahum, lots of Ahum here. I think it gives you an additional melee charge. Again, not that exciting for the Warlock, it's just an additional melee charge. I really wish they would do something interesting with this. I'm not exactly sure what you can do with an additional melee charge. The only time I'd ever wanted additional melee charge is if I was using the Sun Bracers for the additional melee to get more grenades, but that being said, you can't have these both at the same time. As far as the role goes, pretty much the exact same as the previous one, except for this one's not about reloads, so you know, reloading faster hand cannons or fusion rifles might be nice. However, fusion rifles cannot really go with shotguns, so this is kind of a mismatch, kind of a below average role in my opinion. And that's pretty much it. Again, consumables, make sure you get your 5 of Swords if you don't have it, so you can get faster Nightfalls with Heavyweight or higher scoring Nightfalls with all the other modifiers, and the Faded Engram guaranteed to give you an exotic that you do not have that's not from Forsaken. Forsaken exotics do not come from that inventory. But that is pretty much it. That is the Xur for you guys today. Let me know if you have any questions down below, if you had any ideas for me to implement in future Xur videos, because, you know, doing the Xur for, was it like 4 years now? Oh my god, I've worked for the Xur longer than I've worked for any company in my life, well, besides YouTube, that is. I can't believe I worked for the Zerg for 4 years. Like, what am I doing? But that's it. That's the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name's Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.